It's Jules Chabot here, Celtic wildlife artist, and I'm here as usual most Fridays at 10 o'clock UK time to share weekly wildlife wisdom with you. Why do I do that? Well, to put it simply, I think we have so much to learn from all of the species around us. My particular passion and focus is on wildlife, and always has been from my earliest memories. And I learn every single day from them. They teach me how to be, how to have grace, how to live in balance, and so many things. And so part of my passion for my wildlife art and for sharing their wisdom is to bring that wisdom across to as many other people as possible. And I'm very grateful that you guys tune in and listen into my wisdom from the animals. And I welcome you here today. So welcome, Susie. I can see you've joined already. It's lovely to have you here. Susie, you've been following my weekly wildlife wisdoms for quite a while. I was having a look back through some old recordings, which are all on my grid if you scroll back through. And yeah, I think it was well over a couple of years ago. So isn't that amazing that we met purely via this wonderful platform? It does has its usage. Susie's trying to figure out why she has no sound. Oh no. Well, hopefully you fix that in a second. But yes, so welcome. It is today, the species I'm focusing on is hares, and there couldn't be a better timing. As you're probably aware, we've just had the spring equinox, which is the midpoint between the winter solstice and the summer solstice. So we're exactly at that halfway point between the balance of darkness of the winter and the light of full summer. So we're on that cusp, and I'm sure if you're in the northern hemisphere, you can feel spring all around. And the message and the wisdom and the beautiful energy of the hares really is central to this. In Celtic traditions, which is my personal ancestry, the hare is a key sign and symbol of spring and of the rejuvenation and the new life and the fertility and abundance of their nature, but also our nature. I really do believe that within us is an aspect of all of the species, and likewise within them there is an aspect of all of the species, but a profound gathering of a very special combination of energy and gifts is in each particular being and each particular species. And so this abundance, this fertility, co-creation is all linked into the ancient gathering and time of year known as Oostra, which is what evolved into Easter as time went on and things changed. And the hares also have a very, very tight connection. They are very much lunar beings, like the unicorns, which I did a few weeks ago in terms of mythical beings. This lunar connection is the sacred feminine, and that's contained within each of us, no matter what we are gender wise or how we feel ourselves to be. We have both sacred feminine and sacred masculine within us, and that is the balance, the yin and yang, if you like, of life. And so the lunar influence, that energy is all about receptivity, about receiving. So receiving in abundance of prosperity, the gifts of food and water and air, and on and on and on, that nature provides for us every second of our day. It's about receiving intuitive guidance, so being able to open our connection, our heart, with a power that is greater than ourselves, and to receive that information. And all Indigenous cultures know this to be true, that when we connect to Source, God, whatever you wish to label this all-knowing presence and power, we can allow ourselves to receiving guidance to take action in our life for good, for the good of ourselves and for the good of all. And that's what it's all about, serving others, serving the greater beings, the greater powers. So this is a really key message, and the timing, as I say, is perfect, because on the one hand, 19th to sort of 21st were the key energies around the equinox, and this is all about moving into the return of the lighter days and shorter nights for the Northern Hemisphere. But also on the lunar side, on the 25th, which is, let me see, that is next Monday, this coming Monday, there is a lunar eclipse. So it's a full moon, and it is an eclipse, which, if you don't know, means that the energy from this full moon is amplified by the effects of the eclipse. So it's a very, very powerful time. And it's spring, when everything is being planted, it's being sown, it's beginning, early beginnings of germination and growth. It's a really powerful time for us. Now, I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to go into all the various additional things there. But there's a lot going on with this coming eclipse on Monday. So it's a brilliant time for us as individuals, whatever's happening for you in your life at the moment, just taking stock and giving yourself some peace and some time to just reflect on where you are as we enter into this springtime, to think about two aspects. And the first aspect, with the coming of the full moon, is a time of releasing. It's a time of letting go. So before we start to plant our seeds and we start to envisage what we would like to allow in, which is the second part, we need to be opening ourselves up and saying, please help me. I would like to release the following aspects of how I experience my life at the moment. And I'd like your help, please. So it's being willing to surrender that which no longer serves us. So you'll know what those things might be. You might need to sit and ponder those for a while. For me, it's about my ongoing releasing of being critical of myself and critical of what I'm seeing around me. Which is really a fear, and so I'm asking for help to release that. But you need to sort of think about yourself and what your thoughts and your beliefs are creating in your world, and of those that you really would like to let go. And sometimes they don't go, well, they don't very often go all in one magical day or prayer, but they go gradually, they go in layers. So we're asking for continuing help and guidance to let that go, and pray to the Hares, pray to the moon, to the beautiful moon goddess, and ask for their help. Become fully willing to allow them to help you to release. You don't need to know how, you just need to say, please help me. And then be aware, be self-aware enough to notice when perhaps you start to receive messages, seeing certain animals, seeing certain things in nature, reading certain things, if there's patterns and signs and symbols, whispers as I call them. Pay attention to those. Tune in with your heart. What is this telling me? What do I need to change? What do I need to do differently? What do I need to replace with something more nurturing, something more loving and kind than what I currently typically do? And watch out for those. And I do that right the way through this weekend, Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday. The energy is going to be very, very powerful. And also be very gentle on yourself, because the eclipses can knock us a bit, make us feel. It's personal, so you may feel something, other people might feel other things. It may be emotional, it may be physical, health issues, all sorts of things can come up. But trust that if you look after yourself and you're awake and you're alert and you're noticing, you'll be guided, and just go gently through that. So it's a really good opportunity, and I feel the hares are saying just allow yourself to release and surrender, to be willing to open up to your desires, your visions. But first of all, we have to let go. So then secondly, as I alluded to, once that period's gone, sort of from, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, then start to turn your focus, your spring energy focus, to visioning in your mind, which can be pictures, it can be thoughts, it can be feelings, it can be words, it can be sounds, whatever senses you like to use, visualizing what you would like to allow in, what you'd like to co-create this spring going forward into your life. And really spend quality time. It can be just before you go to sleep at night, just when you wake up in the morning, just go into that lovely place. And the key really is to allowing yourself to feel it as if it's already happened, as if it's already manifest. So for example, a new house, imagining that you're waking up in the morning knowing that you're already in your beautiful new home, if that's what you want to bring in as an example, feeling what that feels like. You don't need to know the hows or the whats or even necessarily all of the details. The more detail you can bring into it, I find, is helpful, but don't become restrictive in how it happens. Leave the how up to the magic. Follow your guidance for signs and symbols. So getting into that visioning and thinking about what would I love to bring in that is of service for me, but also for me giving of service in the world to others, and what would help you to do that. And this is really where our imagination, our intuition, asking for help and guidance from our higher powers, however you label those, angels, ancestors, guides, God, whatever those labels are for you, as long as they are beautiful, kind, loving givers of support and protection. It doesn't matter what the label is, okay? So that'll be to do with your own beliefs. But ask them for help. Be willing and aware enough to listen and pay attention, and then act on guidance that you get. If you feel like you just need to go somewhere, or you need to go a different route to somewhere, or you need to just go and see a film, or you need to, you just get this gut feeling, this sort of hit that normally is very fast. Follow those things where you can, realistically. I'm not talking about, buying very expensive things that you can't afford, all of that sort of thing. Just give me 1 second. I've just got a courier at the door. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Sorry about this. First time that's ever happened, I think. Sorry about that. Hope you're all still there. Had a chance to just have a think about what you might want to be bringing in with this beautiful spring energy. Out of breath. Very exciting downstairs. Got a new magnetic whiteboard for my easel. So that is very exciting. I'm on fit. Where were we? So let's just recap. So the hare is bringing us a beautiful sign of releasing, letting go of that which no longer serves. So use this time over the weekend and with this powerful lunar eclipse to let go of patterns, beliefs, behaviours, circumstances. There's no need to blame or shame or understand or figure it out. It's simply asking for help and being willing to receive help, to release those things that you know aren't serving you any longer, if they ever did. And then begin to get this beautiful vision, this co-creative vision. So the co-creative is important. It's like I say with my art, I co-create. It's not me by myself at my easel. It's me with the collaboration of the particular animals that I'm working with, and my guides and my ancestors assisting me, guiding me, helping me. And this is what we are. We are co-creative beings. So we are never alone, but we do have to ask for that help to be given. And they don't do things for us, but they nudge us in the right direction. Sometimes we might feel like, what on earth is this direction? It might not feel right from an ego perspective to follow it, but trust their guidance and be willing to enter into new directions and new avenues for exploration. And it is amazing how that works. So you're not alone, and I think that's really, really important. And the hares at this time of year are really showing us that they have this beautiful ability to co-create fertility in such abundance. But it's not easily won. So when you see the hares boxing, if you're lucky enough to see this either in films or for real, it's the female, the beautiful female energy saying, if you want to co-create with me, you have to earn the right. You have to be fit, you have to be strong, you have to be agile, you have to be determined. And so the male will go through a series of tests. The female will run and zigzag, and the male will have to show that he can keep up with her. She will box and say, show me how powerful you are and how good you are at being a strong, good, solid co-creator. And so they go through all of this dance. So there's a boundary there that says, this is who I am, but I co-create with the all. And it's not about being pushed around, and it's not about equally, it's not about closing down and just thinking that it's you and you alone and taking all of that on your shoulders. So they have this beautiful, beautiful wisdom to share with us. Our opportunity, I was going to say challenge, but I think it's an opportunity, is to look at them and ask how we can be more like that beautiful energy and wisdom, how we can bring that into balance within ourselves. So that is, I think, really, really important information at this time of year for us. I just got a couple of things that I wanted to share with you as I was looking at my calendar, which is my Wild Britain calendar, up on my wall, and it's the beautiful enigmatic brown hare from my Wild Britain collection. I just wanted to show you him, but also to say I've got a few of these calendars left from last year for 2024, and they're half price on my website at the moment. So they're just $6.99, including UK package and posting. So if you did want one, you could have beautiful brown hare up on your wall, at least for the next sort of week and a bit, and the rest of the year, obviously. So just wanted to show you him. And then I also wanted to bring up Ancient Hare Wisdom, which is my Wild Soul soft pastel piece, just really so you can connecting with Hare energy. Oh, thank you, Susie. She's saying beautiful. And he is very, very powerful, and I love looking at him. He's normally wrapped up in my cupboard, but every so often he comes out to share his energy, and I take him to exhibitions and things. So I hope you can feel that beautiful energy of the lunar Hare in both masculine and feminine balance, and that they'll give you inspiration for your next week or so, with your clearing and releasing with this beautiful eclipse moon on Monday, and then feeling into what you would love to bring in. Oh, hi, Kate. Kate's saying this was the painting that first brought you to my attention. Oh, that's wonderful, Kate. I think I remember you saying that to me. That is fantastic. Yeah, it was such an honour to co-create with him. He's such a powerful being. And yeah, I just love their energy. I saw a couple of hares here fairly recently. Haven't seen any in the last few days. I've been a little bit laying low with a little bit of prodrome migraine going on, so I haven't been out and about very much, but I'm hoping to see the hares around here soon as well. So if you are lucky enough to live in the areas where hares frequent, I really would encourage you to get out there and see if you can spot any, because they are incredible beings. So there you are. I'm going to love you and leave you all in peace. Going to go and unwrap my new easel, which I'm very excited about. It's much bigger than my current one, and I've got magnets to hold my pieces in place, which is much easier than the tape. So I'm excited about that. Wishing you a beautiful spring as we enter into it. Wishing you a beautiful lunar eclipse on Monday. Be gentle. Give yourself lots of nurturance, gentle encouragement, boundaries to say it's okay, don't give up, let's step forward, we're safe, we're held, we're protected, and allowing in good for us so that we can give it out in the world as best as we possibly can. So you're very, very welcome to have been here. Thank you so much. I'd love to hear your comments and get your likes once this is up as a recording. And next week, I don't know who it will be. It is the 29th of March, next Friday. So all being well, I'll be here. So take good care of yourselves. Sending you much love and enjoy the Hare energy. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.